It's not a gimmick. It's not a trend. Jocko Willink, retired Navy SEAL and one of the most disciplined men alive, wakes up at 4:30 every single day. No days off, no snooze button. Just cold, sharp discipline before the world even opens its eyes. But this isn't about bragging rights or toxic hustle. It's about mindset, clarity, and ownership. You might think it's unnecessary, maybe even extreme. But once you understand why Jocko does it and how it changes everything, you'll see why waking up at 4:30 isn't punishment, it's power. And if you're serious about leveling up your life, you'll want to listen up. Discipline first. Everything else follows. Jocko doesn't wake up early to check a box. He does it to establish control immediately. When you roll out of bed at 4:30, you're not following the world's schedule. You're leading your own. That early wake up is a daily declaration. I'm in charge. It rewires your brain to prioritize discipline over comfort. And once that mindset locks in, it spills into everything. Work, fitness, relationships. Most people react to their day. Jocko owns his from the first second. That shift alone can change your life. Discipline isn't built at noon. It starts before dawn. You win while others sleep. At 4:30 a.m., the world is silent. No emails, no notifications, no noise, just time, pure, uninterrupted time. That window is a competitive edge. While most people are sleeping, you're building, training, reading, planning, executing. Jocko calls this the time advantage. It's not just about getting more done. It's about doing your best work when there's zero friction, no distractions, just raw momentum. You're stacking wins before anyone else is even awake. And once you get used to that feeling, sleeping in feels like losing ground. Early mornings kill excuses. Excuses love comfort. They grow in warm blankets in just 5 more minutes in late starts. But when you train yourself to wake up at 4:30, no matter what, you starve excuses. It builds mental armor. You don't negotiate with laziness. You don't need a mood or a spark of motivation. You do it because it's time. That daily repetition forges grit. Jocko doesn't need to hype himself up every morning. He gets up because he said he would. And that's how you build real freedom from your weaker self. You build momentum before the world wakes up. Most people start their day in a rush. Coffee, emails, traffic, stress. That chaos carries into everything else. But if you wake up early and execute before the world starts pulling at you, you carry momentum, not anxiety. Jocko's 4:30 a.m. workouts are about way more than fitness. They're proof that when the sun comes up, he's already won. That head start creates a mental high ground. You're sharper, calmer, ahead of the curve. Momentum isn't magic, it's engineered. One early win stacks into another. By the time everyone's catching up, you're already gone. It builds internal respect. Jocko talks a lot about self-respect, not the kind that comes from likes or applause, but the kind that's earned in private. Every time you do something hard, especially when no one's watching, you build self-trust. Waking up at 4:30 is a private win. No one's giving you a trophy for it, but over time, your brain starts seeing you as someone who keeps promises. That changes how you speak, move, decide. You don't hope things will improve. You know you'll do the work. That kind of internal respect doesn't just change your mornings, it changes your life. You have time to work on you. We all say we don't have time to read, to train, to think. But the truth is, we just don't make time. Jocko's 4:30 routine carves out space for deep, focused work on yourself. No one's texting, no one's interrupting. You can work out, reflect, journal, plan, or create. That time becomes sacred, not because of what you're doing, but because of who you become by protecting it. You stop living reactively and start building proactively. That's how you grow, not in between tasks, but in the space you fight to keep for yourself. The consistency compounds. One early morning doesn't change your life, but 300 in a row, that's transformation. Jocko's strength isn't intensity, it's consistency. He doesn't rely on mood or motivation. He builds through rhythm. Waking up at 4:30 every day is a way to reinforce the identity of someone who shows up. And over time, the benefits stack: stronger habits, clearer focus, sharper thinking. Small wins, repeated daily, compound faster than you think. Waking up early is the anchor point for that compounding to begin. Miss one, and it's no big deal. but make it non-negotiable and it becomes a force. You separate yourself from the average. Most people want success, but aren't willing to do what it takes to stand out. Waking up at 4:30 is a line in the sand. It says, I don't move like everyone else. That mental edge bleeds into how you train, how you speak, how you lead. Jocko's early mornings are a daily reminder that excellence isn't convenient. It's earned in discomfort. If you want average results, do what average people do. If you want more, act like it. Your routine is your resume, and 4:30 says something loud before you say a word. You reclaim your time before life hijacks it. You don't control what happens at 2 p.m. Meetings, phone calls, fires to put out. But at 4:30 a.m., that's your time. No noise, no demands, just pure ownership. That's why Jocko guards his mornings like a fortress. It's not just habit, it's defense. Against burnout, against chaos, against drifting. When the day goes sideways, you've already won something in the morning. That gives you leverage, because you weren't reactive. You were ready. And in a world that constantly steals your attention, owning just one part of your day can change how you live all of it. It forces you to prioritize sleep and recovery. Ironically, waking up early improves your recovery if you're disciplined about the whole system. Jocko doesn't sacrifice sleep recklessly. He sleeps early. He respects rest. That's the difference. He manages his time on purpose. Waking up at 4:30 forces you to clean up your night routine. No more endless scrolling or mindless Netflix binges. You start thinking, if I'm waking up early, I need to protect my energy. That mindset forces structure, and structure equals freedom. You don't burn out. You get sharper faster, not from chaos, but from rhythm. It sharpens your identity. The moment your alarm goes off at 4:30, you face a decision. Stay soft or stay sharp. Every morning you get up, you reinforce who you are. And the opposite is true too. That's why Jocko preaches consistency, because identity is trained. You want to see yourself as disciplined? Prove it. Daily, not through thoughts, but through action. Waking up early becomes a mirror. It shows you whether your words match your choices. And when they do, your confidence isn't hype. It's earned. Your habits shape your identity. And this one, it's foundational. It's not about the time. It's about the standard. Let's be real. You don't have to wake up at 4:30. That's not the point. The point is to build a standard that most people won't hold. Jocko's 4:30 routine is symbolic. It's a daily message. I do hard things because they make me better. That mindset transfers. You don't have to copy the clock. You just have to commit to something difficult and do it every day. The lesson here isn't in the time. It's in the discipline. You want clarity, focus, progress? Raise your standard. 4:30 is one way. Find yours and hold it. No matter what. Jocko doesn't wake up at 4:30 for a photo. He does it because it sharpens everything else. His mind, his body, his day, his mission. It's a choice that says, discipline is freedom. You don't need to be a Navy SEAL to use that. You just need to start showing up like your future depends on it, because it does. If this hit you in the gut, hit like, drop a comment with your morning routine, and subscribe to unlock the spark. We don't chase hacks. We build habits that change lives.